If your life feels heavy, it's time for an audit, not another push. Welcome to day 63. I'm Dr. Nicole. We took a little break, but we're back. And today we're doing a soft life audit, a practical workshop to assess where your life is working and where it's draining you. This isn't about adding more to your plate. This is about identifying what needs to be released, adjusted, or transformed so your life feels lighter, softer, and more aligned. By the end of this video, you'll have clarity on what's keeping you stuck in stress and a plan to create more ease. Let's start by identifying your energy drains, the people, activities, and commitments that consistently deplete you. Ask yourself, what activities leave me feeling exhausted rather than energized? Which relationships feel one-sided or draining? What commitments do I dread or resent? Where am I giving more than I'm receiving? Here's some common energy drains: toxic or high maintenance relationships, overcommitment to activities that don't align with your values whatsoever, perfectionism and overfunctioning, unresolved conflicts or unprocessed emotions, and environments that don't support your well being. Your task then is to write down your top 3 energy drains that are happening in your life right now and be completely honest. It's not about judging yourself, it's about having more awareness. Next, we need to help you distinguish between obligations and alignment. Obligations are things you do because you feel you should, out of guilt, fear, or external pressure. Alignment is what you do because it genuinely resonates with your values, your desires, and your well being. You have to ask yourself, what am I doing out of obligation rather than genuine desire? Which commitments would I release if I didn't fear judgment or disappointment? What activities feel like have to instead of want to? Now, here's the truth. Not all obligations can be eliminated immediately, but awareness is the first step. Once you see what's obligation versus alignment, you can start making different choices. Your task then is to make 2 lists, one for obligations and one for alignment. You need to notice which one is longer. Look at the pros and the cons of each. Next, notice which list is longer. That will be telling you a lot. Now let's try to identify where softness is missing from your life. Ask yourself, where am I operating in constant doing mode without space for being? Where am I forcing outcomes instead of allowing flow? Where am I being hard on myself instead of compassionate? Where am I rushing instead of moving with intention? Some areas that you might want to examine are your morning routine. Are you rushing or starting with intention? Your work. Are you constantly in go mode or taking breaks? Your relationships. Are you performing or being authentic? Your self-talk. Are you critical or kind when you talk to yourself? And your physical environment. Does your space feel calm or chaotic? Your task then is to identify 3 areas where you want to invite more softness into your life. Just identify them. You don't have to plan everything just yet. Now it's important to think about what needs to be released. This is the most important part of the audit. Identifying what you want to release. Ask yourself, what commitment can I let go of? What relationship needs boundaries or distance? What belief is no longer serving me? What standard of perfection can I release? What guilt am I ready to put down? Some things you might need to release are the need to be everything to everyone, perfectionism in areas that don't truly matter, relationships that consistently drain you, activities that you only do out of obligation, the belief that you must earn rest. Remember, releasing is not because you've failed. It's your wisdom. It's making space for what truly matters. Your task then is to choose one thing that you're going to release this week. Just one. Don't overdo it. Start small. Now let's create a 1 week reset challenge based on your audit. Choose one action from each category. Energy protection. Set a boundary with one energy drain. Say no to one obligation and limit time with one draining person. Softness integration. This is where you add one soft morning practice, even if it's just 5 minutes. Take one intentional pause each day and speak to yourself with kindness. The release practice. Let go of one commitment. Stop one perfectionist habit you've been engaging in. Release one guilt that you've been carrying for far too long. The alignment action. This is where you do one thing purely for joy. Spend time on one activity that energizes you. Connect with one person who nourishes you. Your task is to write down your 4 actions for the week and make them specific and achievable. We are going for wins here. As you complete your audit, I want you to reflect on these questions. What would my life look like if I prioritized ease over effort? What would change if I believed my well-being was just as important as everyone else's? What would I do differently if I trusted that I don't have to earn rest, love, or peace? How would my days feel if I designed them around my nervous system's needs instead of external demands? These questions aren't meant to overwhelm you, they're meant to inspire you. They're invitations to imagine a softer, more aligned life that can be possible. Here's how you're going to use your audit results. This week, focus on your 1 week reset challenge that we talked about. Don't try to change everything at once. Next week, assess what worked, what felt lighter for you, what created more ease. Then, on an ongoing basis, revisit this audit monthly. Your life changes and your needs change, so your audit might change. Regular audits help you stay aligned as these things shift. Remember, this isn't about perfection. It's really about you making progress. Small shifts create big changes over time. When you regularly audit your life for softness, you stop tolerating what drains you and you start protecting what nourishes you. You become more intentional about how you spend your time and your energy. You create space for joy, rest, and authentic connection. You design a life that supports your well-being instead of depleting it. You model for others what it looks like to prioritize peace over performance. And most importantly, you remember that you have agency. You can make choices, good ones or bad ones. You can make different choices. You can create a softer life through the actions and decisions that you make. Design a life that your nervous system can live in, not a life that looks impressive but feels exhausting, not a life that pleases everyone but depletes you, a life that feels good from the inside out. Your Soft Life Audit is your roadmap for achieving this. Use it, revisit it, and let it guide you towards more ease, more joy, and more alignment. Make sure you hit subscribe for day 64. We are continuing the 100-day Glow Up Challenge. Tell me in the comments, what's one thing you're going to release after this audit? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Dr. Nicole.